Well, good evening, everybody. So this is the first video since the orchard issue we had. We've actually been on a family vacation pretty much since that happened. So, first day back, we've had a lot of warm weather. Actually, I came back 2 days ago, but it's been raining. I was hoping to get a break in the rain. No such luck. But let's go take a look at what is left of the orchard. And we should have some fresh figs, although the rain's probably made them pretty lousy. See, his BNR totally defoliated, but there are some new leaves coming in. New leaves coming in. I don't know if these will ripen, and if they do, how good they'll be without the leaves to provide them some energy, but we'll find out. Improved Celeste had given up most of its crop before this happened. We did lose some of it, but new leaves coming back in, that looks pretty good. Violet de Bordeaux wasn't actually affected all that bad by it. We are going to pick some of these figs here. It's not quite where I'd want it to be, but looks like the birds tried to get to it, but not too bad. Teresa's got a bad bag and a good bag. Let's see if we can keep them straight. Another BNR that wasn't hit too badly by it. The self-watering pots didn't get hit as bad because they were able to retain some moisture. And these trees down here didn't seem to get hit as hard. You can see another BNR Ramada, unfortunately, rotting and splitting at this point. I have to throw these guys out. Shame. What a pretty fig, though. Black Madeira JFE, totally defoliated. Actually looks like a significant portion of it may have died off. At least the tips over here. Maybe that was winter damage, because these tips are coming back a little bit. It's been a couple weeks, surprising that they haven't leafed out. Maybe actually going into an early dormancy. You can see the Bordeaux Negre Ramadas really didn't handle that drought well. They are coming back slowly, but they were definitely one to lose all their leaves, this variety. Angelo's Dark. Figs are ripening. Gonna try to save some of these. The rest of them, all the bad ones go to the chickens. But getting some ripe at least. Soda Sicilian surprisingly did well without the water. Figs are starting to ripen. Doesn't normally handle water real well, but not quite ripe yet, so they're still holding on. Black Madeira getting feasted on by yellow jackets. You can see it split open. SWD starting to find them. And the birds are starting to find them. But it's a good sign that the Black Madeiras are ripening this early. Hopefully I'll be able to salvage a couple of them. If the birds don't beat me to them. Favorite of everybody, including the birds. Colidame Ramada, same thing. It got hit pretty hard. Coming back nicely. We'll see if this crop ripens. A lot of damage when you're not home. And boy, do the yellow jackets love their figs. And apparently, we had a fox while we were gone because there's poop everywhere. And Teresa's disgusted by me stepping in it. But I don't care. All right. Don't wear the shoes in the house. Got it. Norte Barmentan. Looks like there's one ripe fig over here. It fought off the drought pretty well compared to a lot of the trees. You can see all the leaves still left on it. And then, interestingly enough, two Black Madeiras right next to each other. One is my UC Davis, and the other one is my KK. KK handled the drought just fine. UC Davis, not a single leaf left. Well, maybe a couple, but almost none. So this crop will be probably ruined. You can see it doesn't quite ripen as well when there's no leaves to provide energy. But we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll still get some decent figs out of it. but not looking real good. Well, the birds seem to be enjoying them still, so we'll see if we get some dry weather, what happens. So a lot of the trees that lost leaves are starting to come back, starting to bud out. They'll probably bud out just in time to lose the leaves, unfortunately. Not much we can do about it. I'll keep people updated. Hopefully we get some better weather so I can actually pick some of these figs. It's an interesting coledom here, and you can see it just, I think, didn't have the energy to ripen properly. Had the weather, just not the energy. But we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and taste this one just to see. Yeah, just no sugar development whatsoever. None. Alright, so this is one of my unknowns I lost the tag on that put out decent figs last year. And you can see this guy is no good. But surprisingly, it held on to enough of its leaves to ripen. It looks like a pretty decent fig right there. Big guy. It's one of the reasons I kept this fig, even though I can't remember what it was. It produces some very large figs. Unfortunately, being gone between the rain and the birds, they have no pity on a poor fig farmer. But yeah, it does look like this may have had enough leaves on it to produce some decent figs. So we'll see when it continues to ripen with some nicer weather. All right, now the greenhouse had gotten completely crispy, but the figs had enough water in them to maintain their leaves, at least on this tree. But you can see the small cuttings I had growing did not fare well. We'll see. They're beginning to leaf out again, starting to form leaves, but they're pretty much shot. This larger tree, all the figs on it dried up. Peppers coming back, probably too late for a harvest, but we'll see how they do in the greenhouse. There's one ripe pepper on there. Let's see. I'll bring that home to my father-in-law. See if he enjoys it. All right, let's head over to the side yard, which also had the water issue. Still have some triple crown blackberries forming, but a lot of SWD forming in them. I'm gonna have to just pick those and get them out of the way. Ooh, green beans. Gotta have one of those as we go by, right? Fresh green beans. Okay. So side orchard actually fared better than the back orchard, and it's coming back quickly. Maybe more heat over here, I'm not sure. So my man race, I probably got hit just about as hard as anything, and it's unfortunate because the figs were just getting ready to ripen. And unfortunately now they're getting spoiled by the rain and the SWD. So, keep going through here, and all you can do is clean up. This guy actually managed pretty well. This is, Teresa's looking for the tag.
Sicilian.
The Sicilian. It handled the drought very well. You can see the leaves all remained on it. Didn't seem to really bother it. Surprising. A lot of ants on the fig. Time to put some coffee grounds down around the dirt. The Sicilian looks pretty good though. Let's give it a try. Very tasty. Go ahead, Teresa.
Oh, should have saved some for fish.
What do you think?
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, it was a good fig. So little slimmers of success still showing through, even after the event of drought. So all you can do is enjoy the figs you can get and move on. And my front driveway orchard wasn't hit as hard, so I'll show you guys that. All right, so these trees here actually have some pretty big figs on them. And just need to remember what each of them are. Let me see if I can find a tag on this one. All right, so this is my Barnasote. Looked like it actually had some really nice figs on it until this rain came through. Now they're unfortunately spoiling, but some really big figs that Barn of Soap produces, which was one of the reasons I kept this tree. That looks good. But this rain really does some damage to the figs, and it's been raining for days. The ants are all over them, but I'll keep a few of these to try to eat. That one just fell right off my hand, probably due to lack of water. Then let's take a look at the tree next to it here. Okay, and this is my Brogiotto Nero, which is always producing great big figs. And it handled the drought like a champ for such a big tree. It looks like we may have some beautiful figs off of it. If I can, that's probably not quite ripe, but nope, see the latex coming off. But I did want to show it. I mean, what a beautiful fig that this produces. Nice and large and beautiful color. Let's see if we have some ripe ones. Here's one over here. Let's see. Teresa thinks it's ripe. It's closer. It's not jammy on the inside. There's no jam coming out of the eye, but beautiful fig. There's a few over here, but judging by the amount of SWD floating around them, I'm gonna guess they're all pretty spoiled. You can see the liquid coming out. They're gonna go in the bad pile. And there is one more that's not quite ripe yet, so let that go. All right, let's move on to the front orchard where there's happier news. All right, onto the front orchard. This is my large Preto. I saw a couple of, I think, ripe figs hiding in here, and this was on a different timer, so this never lost its water. And so it's got some beautiful figs on it. Let's see what else we have. I think I saw another one over here. Not quite ripe. And that's, oh, there's maybe one more. Definitely overripe. Probably would have been delicious had it not been raining. Now I think it's probably just spoiled. Oh, maybe not, maybe not. Let's see. Teresa, are you brave enough to try it?
No, give that to Fisher.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. It smells okay. I'm gonna try it. It's amazing. Here.
I don't want it.
You scared now?
Yeah.
A little watery due to the rain, but otherwise, that's amazing. And for those of you that complain when I eat my mouth open or my mouth full, tough. I think it's just jealousy. Awesome fig. All right, Colidom Grease. Let's see. Some beautiful figs. Not real impacted by the weather so far. A couple up here that just look gorgeous. Beautiful skin cracking, beautiful color to them. Gotta try them, right? Let's see. Boy, does that look beautiful. Delicious jammy fig. Try it, Therese. Pretty good, huh?
Mm-hmm. I think that Sicilian one had more flavor.
You think the Sicilian had more flavor, huh?
Or more berry flavor or something.
I like the texture of that, though.
Oh, it has that.
All right, SWD all over the place up here. Let's get rid of some of these. All right, Colidom Mutante. Not quite ready yet. You can see the color starting to form on it, though. Excited to try those this year. Heard a lot about them from my friend Raphael. And then this is Calderona de Minor. Didn't think I was actually getting any figs off of it. It got hit pretty hard by the weather. But still a beautiful fig. It smells a little spoiled, so I'm going to skip on that. Let's see if there's any in here that are... Oh boy, all this rain's really impacting them. That one looks pretty good. Which one?
It's on the other side. I don't know if
All the way over there? Let's see. I actually didn't think... You can see the mold forming on them. There's been so much rain. And that one's definitely watered down, starting to spoil. Moving on to, this is, I think, Maltese Beauty. Look at the beautiful figs this produces. My goodness. How pretty. This one's just starting to get the rain's getting to it. But let's crack it open and see what we have. Definitely watered down. You can see the interior is not jammy like normal. Just pure water. What a shame. All these figs would have been delicious, but just too much rain at the wrong time. We had a very dry August. Could have used just another couple weeks without rain, but no such luck. You can see just no jamminess at all. So I did come across this small Calderona minor that looks pretty good. Maybe it didn't need or didn't, get as wet. Yeah, that tastes like the Calderona minor I'm used to. Delicious berry flavor. Real tough skin, which is surprising. The figs don't normally ripen up or toughen up until the nights start getting cold. The nights haven't been all that cold. I did pull a Black Madeira off of this tree earlier today, aka breakfast. But it's pretty awesome that these Black Madeiras are ripening here in Pennsylvania without using my greenhouse. Spoiled. Ay, ay, ay. It's painful to throw out these Black Madeiras, but Black Madeira definitely does not handle the rain well when it begins. Okay, well, that's pretty much it. There's one more JH Adriatic over here. There's hope still for the fig orchard, which is a good sign. And we'll see if it stops raining, if we can get some decent figs to ripen. Hopefully everyone is having a better start to their late season than I've been. And, oh yeah, while we were on vacation, someone rear-ended me in a parking lot. Drunk driver. When it rains, it pours. And it's been pouring for days. Take care, everybody. I'm PA Figs.